if you're coming from Twitter, you probably saw that I'm going to be telling the story on stream today. That is actually true. I am going to be finally telling the story. You guys have wanted me to tell you this story for a really long time, so I figured it's about time I tell the story. I should probably tell the story. It's been too long that I haven't told the story, and it would probably be best for everyone if I told the story. I think there's a lot of details about the story. There's a lot of words in the story that we're going to go through. So, just to give you context, this is I've had a similar experience, but this is actually something that this is a story that my parents told me about first, and then I found out I found out the significance of. All right. So this is the Rainbow Fish by Marcus. So he's the author of the phenomenally successful Rainbow Fish series. You might be thinking, what series is that? And that's actually this series. So we are going to be telling the story. So not a lot of words yet. Are there words in this book? The Rainbow Fish. Oh, thank God. Okay. So let's take this all in. And by the way, guys, too, this is, if you touch it, you can actually feel that the scales are different. If you touch it, you can feel that the scales are different. Thank you so much for the subs. I promise, I tweeted out that I was going to say a story, so I have to tell this story. Let's go! Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay, everyone. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is the Rainbow Fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. There he is right there. And you can touch the scales. They feel different if you touch them. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple with sparkling silver scales among them. That's very beautiful. Can everyone, thank you so much for the subs. Go ahead and subscribe if you think that's very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Adonis. Thank you, Rubarello. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. Come on, Rainbow Fish, they would call. Come and play with us. But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. Go ahead and subscribe. Go, and you can touch it as well. You can touch it and it feels different if you touch it. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. Oh, a disgusting little peasant fish. A disgusting little, we call them anchovies. A little anchovy followed him. Rainbow Fish, he called. Wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many. Boo. You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are? Cried the Rainbow Fish. Get away from me! Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset. There's him being upset down there. You can see him. And if you feel him too, he feels regular, but if you feel these, you can feel the rainbow scales. Thank you so much for the subs. He was so upset he told all his friends what happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. Yeesh. They turned away when he swam by. The Rainbow Fish got canceled. Yeesh. Thank you so much, Alice White. Thank you for the gifted 5 as well. What good were the What good were the dazzling, shimmering, doozling scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. Introvert win. One day, he poured out all his troubles to a starfish. He vented in general. I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anyone like me? I can't, and that's the starfish right there. You can feel the starfish and it'll feel the same, but if you feel the scales, they'll feel a little different on the page. Thanks for the doozles, everyone. Thanks so much, Holographic Rosewater. Always good to see you. I can't answer that for you, said the starfish. But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you. Thanks so much, Marshy Duck, for the sub. This really resonates with you guys. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, the rainbow fish is going to die. The rainbow fish is going to fucking die. That's horrifying. That's a horrifying creature. The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside and he couldn't see anything. That's genuine. That is Cthulhu spawn. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. Thank you, Any Quack, for the sub. Thank you, Naomi, for the gifted 5.
I've been waiting for you,
said the octopus with a deep voice.
The waves have told me your story, little guppy. This is my advice. Give a glittering, bittering, slittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy.
Happy? I'm just a stupid fish and I can't feel. Let's turn the page and see what happens. And by the way, if you want to feel, the scales feel different on the page. So if you touch it, if you rub it. Thank you so much, Caroline, for the resub. I can't, the rainbow fish started to say. But the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. No reason to really do that. I'm sure he could have just walked away.
Ink's self. Oh.
Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I be happy without them? That's pretty, seems pretty morally sound and based to me, rainbow fish. What the fuck is going on? It's very flexible. Rainbow fish, that's you. Holy shit, timelines are converging. I'm actually a child. I'm turning a page. This is awesome. Thanks so much, Bean Frog, for the resub. Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue anchovy was back.
Rainbow fish, please. Don't be angry. I just want one little scale.
The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very, very small, shimmery scale, he thought. Well, I mean, Creative Wildflowers, thank you so much for the sub. Maybe I wouldn't miss one. Maybe I wouldn't miss one. I could give one away. All right. Okay, Mr. Beast, this is how it starts. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled the smallest scale. Look at that itty-bitty scale right there. And if you want to feel it too, you can. The page feels different. It's booing. Boo! Take it back, rainbow fish! Take it back! Eat him, rainbow fish. He's smaller than you. Eat him! Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. Thank you so much, Captain Lafayette, for the resub. Mum's skulls, too. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing. So it didn't take long, tick-tock, tick-tock, before the rainbow fish was surrounded by other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. You give them an inch and they take a mile, guys. That's the moral of the story. The end. Okay. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right. And the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt home among the other fish. Thank you so much, Jellyfishy. Wow. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy.
Come on, rainbow fish,
They called.
come on and play with us.
Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and, happy as a splash, and that's a splash, he swam off to join his friends. And there he is, swimming off, alone, because they all got what they wanted from him, and now he's going off, and there he is alone again, but happy. Look at that. And that's why you should give away all of your money. The end. That's why you should give it all away. But you shouldn't give it away for free. You should do challenges. You should do dangerous challenges with thousands of people and give them away. And you can call it after some sort of undersea creature, maybe an octopus or how about a squid? Yeah, you could do like you give away your rainbow scales, which is your money, and you do it in a big like a squid game. And that's the moral of the story. Thank you so much for coming. That's the stream. I'll see you guys in 7 months.